Oh boy. After he recently played Doc Brown's assistant in the Back to the Future animated series live action wraparounds, the one and only Bill Nye became a big household name when he got his own show. After two pilot episodes were produced, he finally got his series to be shown in syndication and then PBS. Can you believe it's been 30 years since it came out? Prepare yourselves as I talk about Bill Nye the Science Guy in this TV log right now. This is a Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews TV log. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, back again with another TV log. This time I'm going to be talking about an educational series. That's right. I gotta tell you, we had some pretty big names in the educational world when it came to science. Most notably would be Don Herbert, best known to us as Mr. Wizard. Then, of course, we had shows like 321 Contact and Newton's Apple. And after Paul Zaloom started to, well, make a big splash as the Beakman on Beakman's World, we soon got the other big name in science to make it big in the educational TV world, Bill Nye, who had recently played Doc Brown's assistant in the Back to the Future animated series, as I've already mentioned, or well, before I start at the start of this. But anyway, he got his own show. Now prepare yourselves, because today I'm going to bring to you in the TV log Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy was an educational series focusing on science. It originally premiered in syndication on this day, September 10th in 1993. It became a big success in syndication that the following year it would get sent to PBS, where it would be shown in, well, recurrence with its run in syndication. The series was produced by Disney along with Rabbit Ears Entertainment and PBS affiliate KCTS, Seattle, Washington. The show was created by Nye along with James McKenna and Aaron Gottlieb. Of course, Nye plays a fictionalized version of himself. Oh, yes. Also, the show is produced along with McKenna Gottlieb, well, the producers, which I believe it was. Well, no, wait a minute. Now, along with the Rabbit Ears Production Company and Buena Vista Television, along with substantial financing from the National Science Foundation, which of course would be one of its supporters on PBS. The show aired in syndication from September 10th, 1993, which it premiered on this day 30 years ago, and lasted until February of 1999 with 6 seasons. Beginning the second season, a concurrent run was added to PBS in October of the following year in 1994, and ran until September of '99, with the show's first run remaining in syndication. After the show's first run was complete, Nye continued to portray the Science Guy character for a number of short interstitial segments for the cable television channel Noggin, which aired during rebroadcasts of his show. Anyway, now the show was known for its quirky humor and rapid-fire MTV-style pacing, where it had some silly videos where it was a parody of a song or maybe a style parody of a particular music artist or something like that. It won 19 out of 23 Emmy Award nominations. And studies also found that people that viewed the show regularly were better able to generate explanations and extensions of scientific ideas than non-viewers. Nye portrays a hyperkinetic, tall, and slender scientist wearing a blue lab coat and a bow tie. He combines the serious science and everyday feelings with fast-paced action and humor. Each half-hour of show begins with a cold open where Nye introduces the show's theme, which leads into an opening credit sequence featuring Nye in a computer-animated scientific world along with his head spinning, radio frequencies, and plastic toy dinosaurs flying. Now, of course, It was known for its theme song as well, which was written by songwriter and former math teacher Mike Green, and was inspired by Danny Elfman and Oingo Boingo when composing it, he used his voice. Well, Green did for singing Bill Nye the Science Guy. Now, it consists of Pat Cashman saying the show's title in a distorted voice, and the word Bill is repeated throughout a percussive shout. After that, then we get at the end of the song, Cashman says, brought to you by, well, in which a product name is related to the episode's theme. And Nye walks onto the set, which is called Nye Laboratories, filled with scientific visuals, including many of science contraptions announced dramatically, relevant to the theme of the episode. Science-related TV and movie parodies configure the facts of the episode's theme, along with parodies of TV commercials. Just kind of similar to what they had recently done with Square One TV, which that happened to have been canceled right about the time this came to PBS. Anyway, the show has featured many guest appearances, and each episode features Nye visiting many places relating to the episode's theme, showing interviews of people talking about their work and their contributions. At the end of each episode, Nye thanks the viewers for watching before explaining in a clever description of a theme's activity. And the closing credits roll over bloopers from the episode. There were numerous segments, including Way Cool Scientists, where an expert discusses the fact of the show's theme. Consider the following, where Nye discusses a certain aspect of the episode's theme. Try this, where a viewer presents a simple demonstration. And plus a lot of others. And what have you. And this, of course, would also lead into some, more science-themed shows would follow after this because, in 1994, where the same year this actually came to PBS also started airing The Magic School Bus, which I'll talk about that in a future episode. And then, of course, after the show ended, but was still being rerun until September of 99, a new series came along where it tackled science in some of it. And that was the Zoom reboot. Look for a TV log of that come up early next year. Now, when it got picked up by PBS, the National Science Foundation was now one of its main funders after it had been, just part of production what have you, along with PBS viewers and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. Later on, it got another sponsor in the Boeing Corporation. Of course, Nye was originally an engineer for the 747 airliner at the company, having moved to Seattle in 1977 after he was accepted for the position. He began to perform stand-up comedy in his spare time after he entered in one of Steve Martin lookalike contests at a comedy club. And he left Boeing in 1985. Going on to do numerous other things. In 1985, Nye called Ross Schaefer, who of course would be well known for hosting the 90s Update a Match game, which of course was one of the two fellow comedians he got to meet at the comedy club when he won the Steve Martin lookalike contest. The other one was John Keister. He called Schaefer on air to correct his pronunciation of the word gigawatt, which of course was on a show called Almost Live. It was a sketch comedy show that aired on King TV, which was an NBC affiliate. And to which Schaefer resorted, "Who do you think you are, Bill Nye the Science Guy?" As a result, that's what gave him the name and what have you. So anyway, yeah. And soon, he would soon get his own show. Now, starting, in February 1991, the first pilot for Bill Nye the Science Guy aired on the Coin TV network, which was KOIN. Don't know where that's from, though. Then, later on, in April of 1993, KCTS, a PBS affiliate in Seattle, Washington, aired the second pilot episode, which its topic was water. And then about a few months later, in September of 1993, the show was officially picked up for syndication. And then in September of the following year, it aired concurrently on both PBS and in syndication, becoming the first show to be shown in both, well, syndication and on public television. Anyway, it became such a big show and what have you. Even though PBS still had Newton's Apple on at the time, and well, CBS had recently picked up Bigman's World that year in 1993 after it had also started in syndication, although that was also airing on the Learning Channel on cable. But anyway, Bill Nye the Science Guy won 19 out of its 23 Emmy Awards during its run. After a total of 100 episodes were produced and aired for its big 6-season run, the show ended in February of 1999 officially, but it continued to be rerun until September 1999 on PBS. Walt Disney Studios Home Entertainment released the series in its entirety on DVD, well, a decade ago as part of the series' 20th anniversary. It also got released on video cassette in the UK, and Disney also released 5 volumes of it, which included the 2 episodes. Anyway, as of May of 2017, one episode from 1996 is edited from its original airing, with a segment removed featuring a cast member saying there are only 2 genders. Well, Netflix denied allegations they edited it. In their series they shown, Bill Nye Saves the World features Nye stating gender is on a spectrum, saying it was delivered to us that way by Buena Vista TV. A set of 31 episodes is also available for purchase on the iTunes Store. And despite Disney's involvement with the series is not even available on Disney Plus due to a dispute with Nye over revenue sharing. As much as I hate to say it, now I am checking. However, you can find there are full episodes of Bill Nye the Science Guy available on YouTube, as a matter of fact. So you can find full episodes, which I think is fine. I mean, I haven't watched the show in years, but I have watched Bill Nye the Science Guy, and I thought it was a pretty fun show. When I first encountered it, I was just thinking, why does that guy look so familiar? And then I knew that was the guy. Wait, I know that guy. That's the guy who played Doc Brown's assistant in Back to the Future animated series. Well, I didn't know he had his own show. I didn't know his name at first until after I finally caught the show from from the way it started and what have you, the beginning of each episode. And that's when I found out he was named Bill Nye. And well, I soon started to like this show. It is definitely really, really good. And if you've never seen the show, I think you should give it a try. I think your kids should watch it too. Anyway, Bill Nye the Science Guy, it's a really funny show, and I really do like it. It is very, very good. So anyway, what did you think of Bill Nye the Science Guy? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. I'll be right back. Okay, I apologize for the pause. I had to do some last minute checking. Now, for the next few days, I have changed things up for this week and what have you after this. Next time, I'm going to be doing the review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game and its NES board, which I was going to do on Wednesday, but I've decided to push it up a couple of days. But then, of course, you'll still get the Inspector Gadget video on the day I've got it planned. And I've pushed up the Ninja Turtles 3 video game Manhattan Project to Wednesday. And in its place on the 14th will be another TV log. And it'll be Mork and Mindy, the show that put Robin Williams on the map. Man, an instant celebrity. So, hold on just a second. I gotta get a drink. Apologies again. But now, of course, the next video was going to be Spy Kids all the time in the world, but I'm going to postpone it for Friday of this week instead, which is where I had formerly had the Turtles 3 video game. And of course, the Turtles arcade game was Thursday instead of Wednesday. Apologies. So now you will get those, and you're still going to get Inspector Gadget on Tuesday. So if you like my video on Bill Nye the Science Guy, the TV series, let me know what you thought about it. And if you like this, consider checking out these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is the TV log I did on 321 Contact. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday morning TV log on the Back to the Future animated series. Or if you would like maybe, oh, I don't know, something else that's pretty fun and scientific in ways, but in a more adventurous, dramatic way. Go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the Saturday morning TV log I did on the Star Trek animated series, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. Yes, well, it just recently did celebrate its 50th anniversary. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, music, TV shows, video games, etc. I'm sorry, I'm losing myself here. Etc., as well as the TV log, then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.